appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this is LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, Limited Time Offer No Vowels. How are you all doing today? We are back with Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. The Director's Cut. Wow, do they have a lot of words there. For a simple title. So, we're just going to kick right off with what we got going. And start off. Whoa, this is not where we were. Marib, load that. There we go. So continue doesn't always continue in the place where you continue from. What a strange thing for continue to do. Alrighty. Let's have a quick look at our history, just to remind ourselves. Gate crashed a meeting of influential leaders from the military, business, government, and academia. Recognized the academic. He was hanging around the Hotel Ubu. Must have been staking out Khan. The big boss, a guy they called Grand Master, mentioned a broken sword. Didn't Marquet say something about fixing a sword? The sword of Baphomet? We talked about Klausner, who had some kind of lens that's important, but he vanished in Syria. They think the assassin may have got him too. The Grand Master claimed to be the Knight Templar. I really don't trust them at all. They're just a bunch of megalomaniacs planning a new order. Found out what the tripod and the gem were for. Placed on the stump at the center of the circle where the Neo-Templars had met, the gem refracted onto 5 letters. M-A-R-I-B, or Marib, where we are. Nico informs me that Marib is the name of a village in Syria. That is where Klausner was last seen. The assassin must be Khan. He's killing them to stop them from reforging the Sword of Baphomet, whatever that might be. Interesting. Marib, Syria. Or Syria Marib. Now in Marib, the village revealed by the tripod and gem. Need to start hunting for clues as to what happened to this Klausner guy. And that lens he's supposed to have found. Alrighty, now we have a reminder. Let's have a look. Oh. Look at it. It's a kitty cat.
The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint.
Let's go and try and pet the cat. That is the first thing you should always do in a video game. Oh, it's gone up the top there, has it? Oh. Hello, kitty cat.
Ah, bad-tempered as well as ugly.
Oh. Right.
It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here.
Ah, the man comes out. In and out. I can make you go in and out of your door all day. But rather, let's have a look at this guy.
Stan was being watched by a young boy, maybe 12 years old.
Let's talk to him. Let's talk to our boy down here.
Hey there, young fella. Speaky you the English? Speaker you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it.
Oh, my arrogant boy. You're great.
Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Really? Tell me about your place.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
Oh, tell me more.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
Oh my god, Irish punt. I mean, wow, this was made back before the euro. Jeez. I had forgotten that. Alright, tell me about yourself, man.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
You can do worse than learning via Jeeves and Worcester, particularly if it was the Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie era. Yes. Alright then. Hey, I'm about to make you jealous by showing you this exciting implement.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Callooh, Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
Indeed they will. Alright, what if I was to tell you about this plaster?
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
Alright, well, seeing as we're looking for the assassin here, how about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Ah, alright, how about this
You know the name
photograph?
Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
What about this
What
photograph?
do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
Wow, you're really good at identifying things. Would you like a shake of the
Here,
hand?
Shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir.
Oh, what about this?
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
So maybe it's here. Alright, tell me about the most important person in your
That's
store.
not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Alright, now tell me about this horrible
That's your
person.
father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
Cool. Alright, now tell me about the Knights Templar. I'm sure, given that we came here for this,
Does
this
the
is
word
important.
Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar! Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo.
Bing! Those series of television programs were definitely for their time, but there are some interesting bits and pieces you can pull out of them. I recommend you watch, just an episode just to see what it was like, because it was a seminal TV program of its time.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing!
Bing!
He was better animated.
If you had seen any of them, that joke would hit harder.
So I'm correct in
Although
saying
he's certainly
that
better
Templar
animated than
doesn't
Roger
mean
Moore
much
now.
to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on, I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
I am interested in knowing what a future is, but I don't know if you can ask that of him. Still, never mind. Do you know anything about poorly animated knights?
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders,
Do,
they
do, do,
came to
do.
the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
Very easily, I would think. Alright, let us get to the topic of most interest.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hoards of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
I mean, you could hang the Picasso on the wall and then just tap it to bounce it gently and a tiny amount. But yeah, I admit, that's not as much fun as throwing around a red
Seriously,
rubber
do you really
ball.
think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
Cool. Alright. I happen to have a ball on my desk as well. Well, there we go. Isn't that interesting? See you around, person whose name I have forgotten already.
So long, Nijo.
Nijo, there we go.
Sir.
Toodle-pip. Ah, let us stroke the cat as we leave. Alright. Now, let us see what exciting things. Let's go for a wander around the square, first of all, shall we? And see who is here. Ah, well, there's someone.
It was a guess, but I figured the woman to be an American tourist. Just call me Sherlock.
You are Sherlock Holmes.
The stand was hawking ancient machine parts.
Oh, machine parts.
How
Alright.
did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know. Oh, can you not go around the back? You used to be able to go over there, and you would come out over here. Oh. Why? Why change that? Why cut that,
The
director?
merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
Ah. Ooh, look. Let's go into the desert. Let's just go for a wander, eh? Dun, 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 dun.
I figured
Off.
going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Ah, now we come to our man. Best voice
The stand
acting.
had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something.
What's this down
In
here?
the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
And you?
The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand.
Why would it be? Oh, and here we've got this person who's just wandering around before. Come on, stop. Or look at you.
Embarrassed as I am to admit it, you can spot an American tourist a mile off.
Yep. And now, here we go.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
Kebab. What's good kebab? How about this?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, you buy kebab.
Oh, what about this thing?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
How about this
What
photograph?
do you think of this?
Buy kebab, come to the.
What about this
What
photograph?
do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
Shake my hand, Mr. Kebab.
I value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
Red kebab balls.
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
What about this grease paint?
I value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
Oh, kebab. What about this?
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
No, apparently none of those things talk about kebabs.
Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes.
I would love to go into one of my local shops and have them advertise their products at me that way. That would be awesome.
Well, goodbye.
Have a nice day.
I regret that I never did it while I was
good.
working in retail, but I think I was working in retail before this came out. Alright, let us talk to American Tourist Guy.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne?
Huh.
My name's George Stobart.
It's pretty impressive how the colour of your shirt can change, and that you can magically appear a camera from somewhere. Ooh, that is... Why is there such a huge gap between those two? Alright, tell me about this thing down the bottom.
Bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Yep, you can tell I'm an American because, you know, I'm weird. Well, tell me about yourself,
You're
man.
a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Indeed.
Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
So am I.
Kind of lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Tell me more about
Exactly
yourself.
You do, Dwayne.
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes the poems for 'em. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Will do. I'm sure it'll be fascinating stuff. Alright, tell me about
Have you talked to
Nijo.
Nijo. He's the youngster on that junk stand, right?
You do better at
Yeah,
remembering
we met
names
him.
than I do.
He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Oh, tell me about Pearl. Interesting
Where is
segue
your
to the
wife,
conversation.
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Jeez, I mean, you don't look that old. How old were you when you got married? I put you somewhere in your 40s. Probably not even late 40s. Oh well. I'm going to ask you about mirrors, because I don't know why.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces.
Oh,
What do you
really?
think of that?
Connecting that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Yep. I've probably got post-traumatic stress disorder from being so close to a bomb.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
You already have, several
But
times.
I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure, the greetings card business.
Oh, please.
Tell me more about these poorly... I mean, you're holding a skull, maybe? Or is that you holding up a chalice, maybe? I can't
Does
tell.
the image of a knight holding a
Oh,
crystal
well, there
ball
we
mean
go. That
anything
tells
to you?
us.
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Ah, well, there we go. Also, I don't know. A crystal ball is not meant to be made out of crystal. And crystal is not glass. It is crystal. So, I mean, still. Alright, now we talk about the important things. What about this?
What do you make
Important
of
tool.
this?
A manhole lifting key. So?
Hey, how come you recognize it?
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we?
How about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Yeah.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
That might get you killed by mistake. Alright, how about this
You know the
photograph?
name Merlin?
Nope.
How about this photograph?
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
What about this?
What do you
Snotty
think of this
tissues for
grease
you.
paint-stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
Oh, well, you're good to know that. What about plaster of Paris?
Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah. And I've got a picture of me shaking hands with George Bush. Of course, that was back in '76.
What was Bush doing in '76? Well, talking about shaking hands.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
You wanna?
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
Alright, now let's ask you about this
Does
exciting
this
matchbook.
matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Alright, well, thanks for talking to me, complete stranger whose name I know, who can change colours of his t-shirt and somehow makes cameras appear and disappear.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Oh, how mysterious. Alright, well, let's go and chat to Pearl.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl.
Man,
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
you just don't have Zoom call etiquette down, do you? Alright, tell me all about yourself. That is the first thing I want help with. I want help with making
I've been
friends.
talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh, yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes, go on then.
Why have you
Okay, then,
reversed the
darling,
order
here
of
we
the
go.
up-down
Our
fingers for that
sympathy
one thing?
upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the dot.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah, it still touches me. What do you think, George?
Very specific.
Very specific, isn't it?
You think
Just
so?
what I'm saying.
We sell a lot of those here.
Really? Alright, well, tell me more about
So,
it.
tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little?
Oh, well, tell me more.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Well, I guess 76 was probably now. I am afraid I do not know my American history very well. Alright, well. Hey, you seen Nidro?
Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Well, we'll bear that in mind. What do you know about weaving?
Do you know anything
Oh,
about
it is!
medieval weaving?
I
Alright.
do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Now, tell me everything you know about this world-spanning
Have you
conspiracy.
ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
It is a famous book, that book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else. No, really. It is a oft-cited work, I would say, of the Knights Templar.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Lord, no. It looks painful, though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
Me? What about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really.
Possibly. How about this photograph?
Plaster of Paris.
That's nice, dear.
How about this photograph?
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
I could give you this red ball.
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Yeah. I'm gonna try answering questions when people ask me them, as if they're psychological tests. What does this represent? Well, freedom, joy. I think that's the ability to go anywhere. I guess that's what a red ball might represent to me.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin.
You
Yeah,
haven't,
exactly.
have you?
No, darling. No Moulin.
Alright, what about this exciting thing?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a philommenist?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
What about shaking my hand, polite woman who has in no way offended me?
I liked it too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Wow. Well, I mean, I am definitely not remembering all of the cues of this, but I am playing George Stobart correctly. Alright, see you later.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Where can we go from here? What have we not looked at in this area? Well, as we're going past...
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
Kebab! Yes.
Yes.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Wearing a Union Jack. Apron. And look, secret way up here. Ah, it is Person. Hello, Person.
The carpet seller looked craftier than the offspring of a fox and an insurance agent.
Now, the fact that these circles are appearing means that this unfortunate
Carpet
entrance
seller had
here,
an impressive collection of wares.
it can be seen
I'd the
easily.
time and the money,
I am
I
very
might have bought a
disappointed
couple
in
of
that.
rugs.
Yeah, George. Alright, what about that?
It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently.
Now, when I first played this, I did not notice that. I merely talked to the guy and just went through all the options, and it went, oh, look at the thing!
Hello, sir.
They've got nothing to talk to me about, but how about this
What do you think of
exciting
this?
Hello,
instrument?
sir. Lovely carpet.
Oh, carpets, you say. How about this photograph?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes. Carpet, yes.
What about this
Does
photograph?
this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes. Carpet, yes.
What about this
Does
photograph?
this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes. Carpet, yes.
How about this?
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
Different lines. I'm surprised.
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpets, yes.
Lovely carpets. Yes.
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
And now, matchbook.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me. Give to me. Allah mut.
Nobody's here. Whew. Look at that. Secrets.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no, and
Yes.
again I say, no.
Oh.
But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Sounds good. Shiny experiences and happiness to you too.
I don't know why, but I felt like I could trust this guy.
Really? Really? Wow.
The outside of the ornate spittoon was beautiful. The inside wasn't.
I mean, yeah. I've never.
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
Yeah.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
And you're a salesman. Alright, so let's talk about things. Alright, first of all, tell me about this doll.
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Indeed. How about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Aha!
Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he
Oh.
ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name.
I am
What else did
him.
he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy
Klausner.
had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
So was the man maybe 60, or was it 10 miles away? Maybe 60 miles away. Alright, anyway, how about this photograph?
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
How about this photograph?
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
I don't know what I'm going to replace that with when I finally use the photograph and get rid of it. So, shake my hand.
Ultar.
Ha ha. Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha. How we laughed. Then I broke his arms.
I didn't think electrocuting the big Syrian was a good idea.
Damn, he looks angry there.
What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
The start of an adventure.
No way.
What? What do you mean, no way? Why wouldn't I talk to him about Gruber? Alright, let's ask about this bull.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
Is most magnificent, lovely views. Worth visiting, yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
I mean, yes, I am.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's bucks or zip, or unfortunate American.
Alright, okay. But I couldn't just trade you $50 worth of gas? Huh? I assume $50 worth of gas will get you 10 miles and back again. I mean, I don't know what the prices are like out here, so I can't be sure of that, but hey, let's try that
again. I
again.
don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Huh, he said he was the most luxurious taxi driver. So is it Ultar's luxury taxis? Is it Ultar who's luxury, or the taxis that are luxury?
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh!
Okay, so you're just going to repeat the same stuff again. Well, tell me about your friend.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than...
3 or 4.
Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Well, it's obviously more than that. Because I got in here, and I'm not a member of the village. Tell me about Pegram.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
Oh no, it's the
most
kebab seller.
miserable
Alright.
man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
I guess you don't get much rain out here. Tell me about
What do you
Nijo.
make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo. Ha, Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable.
Yes, threatening children with violence. Hilarious. Tell me about the Knights
Do you know
Templar.
anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
I mean, whoever did this writing update wasn't great at it. Or wasn't accurate at it, I should say.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias.
No, that is a
But
good joke.
they gone.
Alright, well, I guess I can't do anything else
See
here,
you
so
around,
let's...
Ultar?
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Indeed.
The
Hello.
club manager's bonhomie seemed forced. Looking at the place, I could understand that.
Hello.
Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No
Ah.
tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Alright, okay, so we can't talk to you. Well, this is an interesting place. At least now we know where to come to get our taxi. Now, I need to go to the toilet. Excuse me, as I go over here.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
Alright, what does the sign say?
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Alright, well then I guess we need to talk. Tell me what the sign says.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Indeed. Tell me about the sign.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
But
See you around, Ultar.
willpower was
May
my
good
dump stat.
fortune follow you, mister.
Alright, down we go. Can you tell me things? Can I talk to you?
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
No, apparently not.
Ma'a salama.
Oh well, down we go. Hello.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Wow. Do you know about taxi cabs?
Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Oh, what about the Bull's
Have
Head?
you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? You must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Alright, well, thanks very much.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Let's talk to Mr. Kebab himself.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about things. Oh well.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Kebabs. Ah, I can't pick that up. No stealing for me. Apart from all the stealing I've already done here. Hey, would you like to tell me about the toilet brush?
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Tell me about
Have
Kebab
you had
Man.
anything from the kebab stand?
Hey, Evans, no, with my digestion.
What about
Have you met the taxi man,
Ultar?
Ultar?
Hey, Evans, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
Really?
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most. Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
Ah, well.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Why does that sound romantic?
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
I mean, going to the hill and having a picnic or something there, sure, that sounds nice, but the Bull's Head itself doesn't sound particularly romantic. Alright, stop walking around so that I can click on you.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Do you want to talk about the
Have you had any
kebabs?
dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Thanks. Alright, you go past. Ooh,
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
maybe
Count on it,
now
George.
we can do the experiment I was going to do before. Go on. Walk away. Alright, maybe if I walk over here. Am I out of your range? Yeah, there we go. You now do a thing. Right, now you're on the other side. So if I try talking to you now. Stop moving.
The stand was selling...
No,
This is...
that is not what I...
Hi there, Dwayne.
I don't know if it...
George. How can I help?
See, I was just wondering if it actually was sensible enough to know where you were standing in relation to the person or
Okay,
not.
well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
I'm guessing not.
Count on it, George.
All right. Let's
The
look at
merchant
this.
was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
Yep, but there was a second line of dialogue that I missed because I was clicking through things.
The stand was selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit.
I mean, yes, bringing exotic things back to your home country. Yeah, that's not a horrible way to do things. All right, let's talk to
Hi,
our
Nico.
man.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
You may help me by I'm going to tell you about the Red
Seriously,
Bull.
do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
Oh, you're great. All right, tell me about the
What do you know
couple.
about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
I wonder if she is good. Well, tell me about the
That's not
cat.
a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Ah, same stuff.
I
Tell me
met
about that.
an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
All right. Well, tell me about kebab stand
I
Alta.
saw the kebabs.
Oh, that's Arto.
Oh, Arto. Sorry.
A
Yep. Told you.
miserable
Horrible with
blighter,
names.
to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap.
Oh, gonna do a
Maybe.
trade.
Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Not right now.
No, kid. I might need this some other time.
Yes, of course you will. How can a jet-setting man like yourself live without a small red ball in his pocket?
Perhaps that is why I am not a jet-setting man. I do not have a small red ball in my pocket.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Alright, well, before we do that, let us run back to the places. To the place where all of that, where the toilet brush is, and tell them, hey, I found the toilet brush. Can I just, no, I cannot. Okay, oh, I can do that, look. Oh, but I've got to see the animation, do I? Oh, how slow. Alright, let me tell you all about the thing that I have found. If there's no option here to tell you,
Hello
I'm going to
again,
be...
Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Yes. Oh dear. There is no
See you around,
option for
Ultar.
that.
May good
Ugh.
fortune follow you, mister.
I've wasted all that time. Down we go. Let's go steal back that brush. Ugh, why can I not use that as a quick travel? Oh well. Hey, Ultar, do you want to tell me about the brush?
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
You're not Ultar.
Yeah.
Arto. Nope. Alright.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Alright.
Most good.
Wow, you look weird in that pose.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Well, you can have the red ball.
I've already told you. I'll help you if you give me the ball. What's it to be?
Let's say no
No,
once more.
kid. I might need this some other time.
Yes, of course you will. How
Same jet setting line. Alright, this time we're going to say yes.
I'll help you if you give me the ball. What's it to be?
Dun, dun, dun.
All
Yes.
right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember
How
the
can you
brush
not have heard
to write.
anything about...
Yes,
I mean, I have heard
All
bad
you
things
have
about
to do
England
with
and
Arthur
Great Britain
is
as
be
well.
polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize
See, that is
this
American.
phrase. Il ach il kal.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Alright, let me talk to you about these exciting things.
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
Keep up. Yes. Let me say the phrase.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad, bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing.
Run, 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 run. Alright, well, now we're up here. Let's go ask the only... Well, no, I suppose the kid could have known it as well. Oh, I could have asked you as well. Can you tell me what I just said?
Hello again, Ultar. What does il akal kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ooh.
Really?
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
What you can. How about you? Do you know?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Il akul kalb?
Ha ha ha! You speak Niger, yes?
Ah, thank you for telling me.
Ma'a salama.
You know. Alright. Now let's talk to you.
Hello again, sir.
Filthy. Bad.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, such a shame. But look, the brush has gone. Where could it have gone? Is it perhaps hiding among the fruit?
merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
What about you? No, stop. Bad.
The stand was selling this.
Yep, roaming the worlds. Hey, Dwayne. Do you know
Hi
what
there,
Il
Glenn.
Akal Carb
Hi
means?
there, George.
No, you don't know anything about it.
Okay,
Alright.
well,
Count on it.
It's time to go back and demand a refund for the words that I said, possibly. Or maybe not.
hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, Joe.
Tell me Il Akal
Do you know
Carb.
what il akal kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Yeah, I don't think it is, though.
I wonder if I could have
I gotta
asked
go
you
now,
before.
Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Alright, matey. I gotta
What
talk
the
now.
heck did you tell me to tell it?
I already know.
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Woo!
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
Alright, well, let me talk to you about the
Thanks for
toilet
getting
brush.
the brush and risking my life to do it.
Anytime. Glad to be of service.
Alright,
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
really? You're still gonna stand there doing nothing? I don't know if they've changed that or not, but I think they are.
Hello,
Hey!
Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Why don't you look at this exciting
Look what
toilet
that kebab
brush?
seller was basting the meat with.
Oh, my God. That's the brush for, the commode.
Yeah, I do know.
I'm afraid so.
Thank heavens I didn't eat anything there. Oh, that's just too horrible.
I mean, it's only horrible if it was actually
I've gotta go
used.
now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
It wouldn't be
Don't be a
unsanitary if it
stranger.
had never been used, but it would just be yuck. Hey Dwayne, I'm going to tell you about the brush.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George.
How can I help you, young fella?
I've got a toilet brush.
What do you want me to do? Dance around with Joy?
Yeah, please. That would be
Okay,
great.
Well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Alright, okay. We're going to try using the brush on Arto. I'm
What do you
combining
make of this,
names.
sir?
Filthy! Bad!
Okay, I'm going.
Ah, okay. Alright, well, now, person, would you like to look at this toilet brush I have found? Oh, why is this music coming up? Is it a
Does
secret?
this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpet, yes?
Nope. Alright, up we go. To give back the brush of excitement.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise.
Toilet
Look,
brush,
I've got the
toilet
toilet
brush.
back.
You man of action, alrighty.
Just
Don't
like Simon
just wave
Templar.
at me. Give to manager.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
You actually need me to give it to him. Alright.
There wasn't much point in when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period.
Well, let's listen to that in its entirety.
There wasn't
then.
much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period.
Well, alright. How about I attempt to give this to you then?
Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
Yay! Keys to the toilet. It's amazing. Oh,
The
now he's
manager
left.
took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know. Oh, yes, indeedy.
Alright, well then.
It was the key to the club toilet.
Let's go. I've been busting for hours. I didn't go on the plane because I didn't want to use the jobby weaker. So now here we are. Has it disappeared? No, they're still there.
It was a roller towel dispenser.
Oh. Man, those were the most unhygienic things you could possibly have.
The mirror was as clean as anything else in there.
Oh, look at that! Not reflection physics exactly, but hey, Oh, look.
The design of the toilet was a little different from what I was used to. But a toilet chain is a toilet chain all over the world.
Well, let's pull it. Let's flush this toilet then, before we use it. Ah!
Oops.
That is not what I meant to do. But now I have...
It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet at the club Alamut.
But now we have excitement.
It was the key to the club toilet.
Can you use the key to the club toilet here to open that? Because I know you need it. Or I think you need it. Yes, it is. Groovy. Are they gone now? No, they're still there.
The towel sat in the open dispenser like a wad of dirty chewing gum.
Let's take it, because it's an adventure game.
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser.
No, but you should do. Hey, you know how you were angry when your toilet brush disappeared? Guess what?
I don't know why.
Hey, do you want to know about these things that I've stolen from the toilet?
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brush back so you could steal chain? You're sure strange cookie, mister, yes?
I can't remember what the chain's for.
Look, I've got the keys to the toilet.
Is this life goal thing I read in GQ?
Maybe.
Look what I've got. The towel from the toilet.
What do you want with towel?
Well, I don't know yet, do I?
You sure a funny bod. Run around, collect things.
Adventure game protagonist. It's
See you around,
kind
Omar.
of my
May good fortune follow
raison
you,
d'etre.
mister.
Now, you put that down. Now I want to talk to you about the
Hello
things I've
there.
collected. How about this?
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpet.
That's not a lovely carpet.
No way. What do you think of this?
Lovely carpet.
Alright, we're done here. Thank you very much. Alright. Let's talk to you about filthy bands.
What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy.
Okay.
What about this?
What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy. Bad.
Okay.
Alright. What about the toilet chain?
What do you make of this, sir?
Filth.
Okay.
Alright, well then, Dwayne. Tell me things.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George.
Look, I'm an executive member of the Alamut Club
I've
now.
got the keys to a toilet here.
Executive washroom?
Not exactly.
You're making the same joke I was making.
What does
Damn.
this toilet chain mean to you?
It means that somewhere somebody can't flush the toilet.
Or you could whirl it around your head.
Here I have a washroom towel. Yes? No, that's it. Here I have a washroom towel.
Oh, I was expecting a magic trick or something.
Nope, don't do magic.
Okay, well, I'll
Magic's
see you
not
around,
real.
Dwayne.
Definitely
All
not
right.
investigating magic.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Is it such a pleasure to see me? Look, I'm bringing
What do you think of
chains.
this toilet chain?
My, but you're a strange one, George.
What about this?
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
With my digestion, you better keep them handy. But I'm terrible.
Look, a washroom towel.
Oh, George, you poor, poor thing. You've had a touch of the sun.
No, I'm fine, really.
Nope.
I've got to go
You're
now,
not.
Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Huh. I wonder if they got rid of this as a timing puzzle, like they did with the, Oh, you can't talk to him anymore. Alright. Yeah, so you do that. And then you ring the bell. Yeah.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Oh, there's nothing here about the Red Ball. I could have sworn there was something to talk about there.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
Do you recognize these keys?
No.
No.
Alright,
So
well,
long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
look at this. It's a statue of exciting. This.
The fall hadn't done the statuette much good. It had lost its arms and gotten pretty chipped.
Why are you talking, George? You weren't speaking that out loud.
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off. It was a length of coarse gray toweling from the toilet at the Club Alamut. It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet at the Club Alamut. It was the key to the club toilet.
Oh. Oh well. Oh, let's have a look. What have we got going on here? The knight in the manuscript isn't holding a crystal ball. It must be the lens that Klausner is supposed to have found in my rib. Oh no, can't see her. He's been asking around about me. According to Altar the taxi driver, Klausner asked to go to somewhere called Ball's Head Hill. I need to check that out. Alright. Hey, do you want to see the thing that I stole from you?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello?
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
I could have sworn there was more dialogue about the Red Ball here. Him saying, oh, I can't remember. Do not worry, I will get the Red Ball back. My father will forget where he has it and put it out on the stall, at which time it will be
So
mine.
long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
But, you know, it's not here. Is that a gun?
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios.
Yes, you had.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello.
How about
Are you
this?
interested in antiquities?
Am I? What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that'd be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind.
No, I'm not trying to make a
I've
fool
gotta
out of
go
you.
now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
I'm just trying to
Don't
get
be a
by
stranger.
as an adventure game protagonist. Hey, Dwayne, do you want this statuette?
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
What do you think of this?
Looks like the kind of thing Pearl might be interested in. Not old enough, though.
Oh, if only there was some
Okay,
way
well,
for me
I'll see you
to
around,
age
Dwayne.
it up. Then.
Count on it, George.
It's time to use up the tissue that we've been carrying around. And I guess that's meant to be a use icon combined, but you know, doesn't really look like that. Let me do this right in front of you.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
Oh, and I've still got the tissue. Oh, right, yes, because I'm going to burn that.
The merchant...
No, not you. Come on, Dwayne. I want to talk to you. Dwayne. There we go. You stop mid-stride.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there.
How about this?
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Yeah, you
Boy,
did.
your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And here you go.
I should have shown it to
Thanks for the money, Dwayne.
Pearl
This will
first.
come in real handy.
I
Oh,
ought to be
well.
thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Oh, that's the money. That's great. Alright then, we'll ask you about your own money. Won't that be fun? Tell me.
No.
No?
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
How about money?
Here's the money Dwayne gave me for the statuette.
Only $50. Oh, I hope you don't feel cheated.
No. I just hope you're happy with it.
No, he gave
I've
me
gotta
more
go
than
down
that.
for a-
I just
It's
spent
been
it
a
all.
pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Let me ring on this doorbell and bring the father out again. Are you playing with the Red Ball? No.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And
I can't even tell you about the ball.
Hey, I
I'm
got
certain there
50
was
bucks on
more.
those tourists.
congratulations, sir.
Yeah, I am certain
So
there
long,
was
Nijo.
more dialogue
Good
there.
keep, sir.
As certain as you can be with memories anyway. Which is to say, not very certain at all. But, looks like we are going to the Bull's Head. Oh, where will... Yeah, alright. Let's try and show you this 50 bucks. So that you can say, cup it, yes, cup it.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpet, yes?
Yep, that does indeed mean carpets to a lot of people. I mean, 50 bucks is not great, but hey.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be.
I have
About
money.
Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well,
Yes.
maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
And that gets me out
50, huh?
and back again, right?
No, I think I'll be hanging around the village for a while yet.
As you desire, oh mister. Rest assured, however, that Ultar is ready to transport you to Bull's Head as quick as a lickety-split. Yes.
Alright then, also. I have changed my mind
Hello
since I was
again,
standing
Ultar.
here and doing
Praise
nothing.
be-
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you
Well,
a terrific bargain?
50.
Yes,
Okay,
let's go!
Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
I don't know
Didn't seem
why.
right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
But exclusive executive washroom. Hello. Ultar luxury taxi, you ready to go? Let's head out.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Is.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing.
Oh. I circumvented a puzzle without even doing it. I'd forgotten the fan belt. Well, I hadn't. I suspected it, but I didn't think that just
Ultar
doing
took
it was
the power
great.
from me, cut it in two lengthways and gave me half back. With his
Yes!
half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the Bull's Head? Yes?
Yes, please. Let's head out. A few hours later, I thought it was 10 miles out, maybe 60 miles, so take maybe 2 hours at best. At worst. Actually, I don't know that they've got roads all the way like that. Could have been partially driving across deserts, but I don't think so. Oh, is that the Bull's Head? Still adventuring up the hill. You wait right down there. And now here we are. What? Where? Why was there a click like that? A camera? Is that you? Done that. Studio Bull said, this place is weird. Had to get a toilet brush to get a towel to fix the taxi, but I made it to the Bull's Head Hill. Now look for Klausner. Find him, find the lens. Can't go back down. I can do that.
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
I mean, I guess you could describe some rocks as living, but I don't know.
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Alright, it's time for the best invention ever.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Amazing. It just fit in there. Why? What am I trying to
damaged that
pick?
tree enough for one day.
I don't remember that, but okay, now let's look at
The
this.
stick I'd broken off was surprisingly hard and inflexible.
Well, what if I do that? No? You don't want to do that? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I haven't looked at the half of the towel.
roller towel from the club washroom, now cut in half along its length by Ultar.
Alright, well then, it's time for
With a flourish,
combination.
I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
You know what we've created here? The best tool ever. It is
I was now in possession of the patented Stobart stick towel.
the patented Stewart stick
I could only think
towel.
of a use for it.
Yes. There we
I
go.
could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Yep. Stick towel to the rescue. Down we go, the stick towel.
That looked really safe. But I had no choice.
I mean, you
hadn't
had
anticipated
several
going
choices.
mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
I mean, how did Klausner get here? Is the question. Oh, look. Let's look over here, shall we? See what we can see.
This country sure was beautiful. I'd have to visit again sometime when I wasn't in such a hurry. Down below, I could see the top of Ultar's soft-top truck. It seemed a hell of a long way down.
Oh, look. There's a gap here. Now look at this poorly drawn door.
Close up,
Or
the
differently
niche
drawn
looked
door, I should say.
somehow artificial. I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No
Exactly.
blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful.
You've
But
been
there
watching too
was
much
something in there. A metal ring. As
Indiana
wide
Jones.
as my hand.
Wow. Well, pull it then.
I took a firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps. And pulled. Whoa there!
In we go.
Around the corner, I found
It's
the
Indiana
corpse.
Jones.
Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Let's go over there and find out. I mean, you are George Stobart, adventure man
I
extraordinaire.
couldn't help but notice faint, bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out.
This is some vacation, trapped in a cave in Syria, with a corpse of company and an assassin on my tail. Fortunately, I'd left my tail back at home. I wasn't wearing it out today. Alright, well, let's look at Klausner. See what exciting things he's got Indiana Jones style. He's got a whip.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones.
Jeez.
The pocket was empty. The smell of the corpse reminded me of something. It was my favorite brie back in Paris.
I do not remember that line. That is great. I love cheese.
I've done
And
more fun things in my
brie
life
is a
than
great
searching
one.
a corpse. But as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way.
What are you
I
talking
cautiously
about? You
picked
searched
open the
corpse
jacket.
already. Oh, there's a thing. Can we take the hat?
I couldn't see any marks of violence, apart from his fingertips being scraped raw, and that seemed self-inflicted. Klausner had been pretty smart to get this far, but he was still dead. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
Yeah, but you've got this. You could smash your way out with that. What's the
Whatever
bottle?
had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration.
Yeah, that is something that you would die of first, isn't it? Alright, well, let's look at this.
A leather pouch was tucked behind Klausner's body.
It's on the side of
Hey.
Klausner's body.
What's this? I'd
It's
found
the
some
lens.
kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Oh.
There was nothing else in the pouch.
Alright, well, let's have a look at that.
It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to help you now. Thank you, Klausner. What's this?
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
I mean, I could do that, even without the statue. Now, what have we got over here? Alright, okay, before we do that, we're going to save it in the cave. Because I want to know if you can die again. Yeah? And I think we're just about... I think interacting with this is what opens the door.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
You could write it down or something.
The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar, don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are! You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
That's good to hear.
Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
Also, you know, you've got... When you're outside, you're not going to get trapped in here again.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Look, I'll even give you the patent on my stick
Do you
towel.
know where he is?
Yeah, sure, let's tell him. He's inside.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about? Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
I found plenty of stuff out. No, you don't get to know that.
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
There was a map. I think I can tell you about the map.
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart? What did it say?
I mean, I can translate it.
Accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
I'm a
The
lawyer.
words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Italy?
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies.
Does it? Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference.
What if we...
There is far more at stake than
What if we
you
just
realize.
work together now?
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Let's choose dog.
Hey, look now. Don't kill me. I've got money. Maybe we can cut a deal.
You disappoint me.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
Oh, it forces you.
And
Oh, that is disappointing. Oh, no deaths. Quick, go for the gun. Nope. Oh, that is a disappointing thing.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
That was new animation.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria
Must say.
a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Yeah. Alright, well, oh, that is disappointing that they did that to the director's cut and removed all of the possible deaths, because I think you're out of deaths now. I suppose there might be one right at the very end as well. But yeah, you were meant to be at that point. You got the choices: die like a dog, die like a man. And if you chose dog, then he just shot you. If you chose man, then he said, "I respect you," offered you the handshake. Then you shook his hand with the electric buzzer, as you did there, and then you had the choice: go for the gun or jump over the. And that was, you know, it. You hadn't really seen the jump over the side bit. But every time you went for the gun, he got the gun first and shot you. So you had to jump over the side, just as you did in this one. But, you know, that is disappointing that they forced you to do it. Oh well. What's wrong with... Oh no. Hey.
I brought you a present from Syria.
It's a chain.
Oh, Josh, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ethnic craftsmanship at its most rustic.
Oh, of course, I love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
Really? That is a thing, is it? Okay, alright, well, you have that chain.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Alright, well then, let's look at the manuscript and try using
the manuscript.
Try using the magnifying glass on it. Ah, you can't. Well, there's a surprise.
With a crystal ball. The night scroll bears
Not a crystal ball. You know it's not a crystal ball.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Why didn't you update that?
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
We've done that one.
Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Oh, I'm almost convinced that they updated the wording as well.
There's a guy working on a
in the
loom.
original one. I have
There's
got
a
to
woman looking at her reflection
install
in the mirror, but
the original one.
reflection
I
has 3
checked.
hideous faces.
And I still have the original CDs of 1 and 2,
Look there, two
so I can do that.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Best of all, when you were installing the original Broken Sword, you got a brick minigame. Alright, let's go to the Museum Cluny and see... Oh.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Yeah, let's talk. Hey, how about that?
Does this lens mean anything to you?
Not a thing, monsieur.
Alright. We've talked about all of those things
Thanks
before.
for your help. Hi, Andre.
Onwards.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
Why are
It's a
you
long
telling
story,
him all
but
of this
I
stuff?
found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Oh, going back there.
Edge of the world, to the west.
Oh, the words of Caesar. Yes,
Map seems to
that was
contain
the
a
edge of their
series
world.
pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Haha, look at this lens.
Maybe not.
Didn't want to show him the lens? Alright, okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Alright, thanks for telling me that. Let's go to the police. Trust the door, the police. And there is Moo. Hey Moo, would you like to know about things?
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Hey,
Maybe not.
why not?
See you later, Sergeant.
Alright. Now, we're going to go back to the cafe. Oh, you're not there? Why are you not there? Oh, the man comes back. I know he does. Or he did in the original one. Alright, to Montfaucon. Oh, I can pick up the cup. Hopefully in the days or weeks.
Mysterious Sewer Jacques. And the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for crimes against public sanitation.
Alright, onwards then. Alright, well. Is it shiny now? It's been days and you've been polishing it.
The priest was still busy.
Oh
with the
my
chalice.
god, stop that chalice person. My god, it's been days and you haven't cleaned it. How dirty was this thing?
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Alright, well I know what to do here. So we're going to do it. You put that on there so that you can see.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
And now we can look through it.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey,
Oh! This is a new puzzle. 3 lens elements need to be slid into the correct position with the circle so that they can be aligned to create a clear image. Each lens element can be moved by moving the mouse pointer over the number tab and then cross can to be moving it. George will acknowledge the image lens are in the correct position. Alright, okay, well... Alright, okay, yep. That looks like it'll be kind of right. Yeah, because... Come on, move. So we're going to have to do a little bit of cleaning up. Come on, that's... No, that's not it. No, what? I was moving that one. Alright, okay. There we go, it's a hand. Really?
distortions.
There we go.
Knight Templar, burning at the stake.
So this must have
Below him
been
a date in Roman numerals.
MCCXIV.
Burning at the stake and a date. Let me see. MCC.
So 314? 1314?
1314.
Alright. Face to face with Khan. I was right, it's not a crystal ball. Now I have it. Although Klesner is dead, I'm not sure if he's going the same way unless I find a way out. Kind of mixed results. Face to face with Khan again. But this time, he tried to kill me. Fortunately, my ninja-like reflexes saved me. The Latin inscription in the cave is a clue where the sword of Muhammad is hidden. Paris, Montfaucon. Use the lens in the church in Montfaucon. Discovered an ancient clue in the window. The burning of Jacques de Molay. The date 1314. But we knew that. I mean, that is when it happened.
Per discipline.
No, I don't want to look through it again. I want to collect the lens.
On the end of the... around the base of...
We'll take it then.
I could have just taken the end off the staff. But I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church. Other than deported.
Hello. Are you done? Finally!
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that war tomb in the far corner. That winged is quite distinctive.
Well. Shiny, shiny chalice!
Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
I mean, that took days and days and days to do.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war.
I think we've heard this already. Yeah.
Oh,
Oui.
Still, but we haven't
do
done
you
this.
speak Latin?
You ask.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Catch you later.
that's good.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright, let's have a look at this. See if we can see the coat of arms
It was
itself.
hard to believe it was the same chalice.
No.
Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
Alright, well then. Thanks very much. Let's go look at this knight over here in the far corner.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Maybe they do. Oh! Oh my god, more! Alright. A jumble of letters are carved into the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for the highlight. A number of biblical verses referenced comprising the name of the book followed by a chapter and verse in Latin numerals. God damn, for example, Luke chapter verse would be decided as Luke 8 plus 2. Alright, okay. Well, that's weird. You must find and highlight the verse references. Highlight the full verse and the letter will stay lit. Otherwise the letters will fade. George will read the verse references once they are all highlighted. Alright. Well, I'm afraid I don't know much about the Bible, but I mean, this is it. Psalms, I know that, so I'm going to guess that is it. Now.
Psalms 22:21. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examined the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
Yeah. I mean, Dahl is not something. Are we looking up and down, or are we just Rex Mundi? I mean, Carpe, is that one? No. There's another Psalms.
Psalms 32:7. The numbers referred to a chapter and a verse in the Bible.
Yeah, and what about, is that Corinthians?
Corinthians 14:5.
Yeah. It's got an I at the end, though. Is this something? Charublis? No. I mean, Rex Mundi, we did that already. Carpe. No. Is that all of them? Horribilis? I mean, horribilis is a word, certainly. No? Horribilis. Ruribilis. Ruribilis? Ivelus. Billis. Illis. Lels. Is. S. No. Okay. guessing it doesn't mean down as well. So what am I missing here? Use something? No? Have I got all three? If I leave... Feast in charge, matching one in the tomb. Okay. If I look back at this... No, okay. So how many have I got to find? Alright, so Psalms
22:21. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If
So-
I examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues.
There's
to
another
find.
one.
Psalms 32.
Alright, and Corinthians.
The
Okay,
numbers
let me
refer to a
just
chapter and a verse in the Bible.
try that.
Corinthians
It
14:5.
did, it got all of them. Is Monday just one? Can I don't know. No? So, alright, there must be at least one more. I don't suppose it's like that, is it? No. Things going around the outside, things going backwards. That's not one, right? I mean, Carpe Diem, seize the day. Alright, are we sure that if I do that, it's not gonna just... No, okay. And it's not horribilis, which is also a Latin word. No? Alright, let's exit. Go back. Alright, now, what if I do it the other way?
Psalms
Okay, so that does.
Not much to go on, but it must
Alright,
have
and
meant
here's
something.
Psalms
If I
again.
examine the tomb more closely, there
If I
might be other
do
clues to find.
this, does it work? What if I only go up to the V? No, okay, so it doesn't work like that.
Psalms
But it does
32.
do that. Alright.
The numbers refer to a chapter and a verse in the Bible. Corinthians 14:5.
Alright. Is X Monday a thing? No, is Monday a thing? Well, no, I'm looking for more. There it is. There's one there, which, unless I'm going that way, doesn't make any sense. There's, I mean, Y is not a letter. Alright, well there's something. No? Majorum? No? Jorum? No. Huh, what am I missing here? It's not off the side here, is it? That isn't a thing, is it? No? Y is not a thing. No? You're not a thing going down, are you? I don't see why there would be a thing going down. I might be forced to use a hint here, because I have, unless it's that. Because that is 35, and that's 14. No? Okay, not that. Because, I mean, yeah, it looks like there should be a plus in between, given all of the ones we've got here. But there isn't any, I mean, not something like that, are you? No? Or that? Or that? No. Alright. What we're going to do here is we're going to cheat horribly. Am I gonna go? Tomb. Well, it's church actually, not a tomb. Church. And we're gonna save it. Right, and then we're gonna do that.
Now that
Yeah. We know all of this. Okay, thank you. And we'll do you.
Psalms 22:21.
And
if I
you.
examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues.
You.
Psalms 32:7. The
And
numbers referred to
you.
Corinthians 14:5.
And. Ah! How does this work? Yep. 1. Examine the tomb carefully. Yep. No, there are 4. Must highlight all 4 of them like a word search. So the book name, make sure you highlight the chapter and verse. Look for highlights. Look for and highlight. Psalms, John. Psalms. Okay, so we're missing John. Well, there's John. Oh my God, we are going up and down. All right, fine. Now, what we're going to do now is cheat horribly. Yep, we never looked at that hint. That hint never happened. We have an unblemished game here.
Psalms 22:21. Not much to go. If I examine the tomb more closely, there Psalms 32:7. The numbers are Corinthians 14:5.
John. See, there's no thing there.
John 4:11. There were no more references to mine, but a series of Roman numerals ran around the plaque. I made a note in case they meant something.
Yeah, I don't know what that would mean.
Psalms 32:7. John 4:11. Corinthians 1:4-5. And just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The
Left
chalice
open
had
to
led me
rust.
these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the de Vasconcellos arms were already on the manuscript. Note, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Yep. Alright, well, let's go talk to the priest and see if you know what they are. Unless we need to go and talk to what's-her-face, the Countessa.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
No. Alright.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Alright, let us go to the cafe. Are you back? No, you're not back. That is a shame. What if we go to Nicole next? Just to tell her that we're leaving. Going back to Spain.
I solved another puzzle.
Yes, I did.
Well, I guess I did.
I did a Sudoku in the newspaper.
What's the answer?
1314.
What does that mean?
I have
It was
no
the
idea.
date when Jacques de Molay was burned, wasn't it?
Of course.
The answer was hidden in a stained glass window. When I looked through the lens, the picture changed. It became a man surrounded by flames.
It seems to me the answers to the Templar puzzles are as cryptic as the clues. Sometimes I wonder if the manuscript isn't an elaborate joke.
The Knights Templar weren't the kind of people to play jokes, were they?
Alright, look at this.
Look at the chalice
It's
now, Nico.
sparkling.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good
Yeah,
as
I got a
new.
priest to do some
No.
work. That is
You
incredible.
found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Ho ho ho. Dig at religion.
I'd better get back to the quest.
I'm going to Spain to see my grandmother person. First I'll go to the police and show them Shiny Cup. And then I'll go to the museum and show the Shiny Cup as well. And then I'll go to Spain.
Sergeant Moo? Yes.
Hey, Shiny Cup.
No.
No.
See you
Yeah.
later, Sergeant.
Alright, no Shiny Cup seeing for you. Museum. See this shiny cup. Oh, I'll show it to the security guard as well. Unless he walks in front of us. Oh, why?
Hello, Georgie.
Look. Oh, I can talk to you about Baphomet. Yes, that is a thing.
No way. While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly, yes. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Oh!
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood.
That's right.
Alright. Oh, I guess we'll be going there next instead of Spain.
You're welcome.
Still need to go back to Spain and tell her about this thing that we found. But look, new marker. Site de Baphomet. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions.
Do you like this tool?
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
And you weren't dead? Wow. How about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Oh, I've only asked you 2 questions. Is 2 a lot of questions? Is it? Can you tell me? Is 2? How many is several? How about this
Has the guy
photograph?
calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him?
He might have told you. How about this photograph?
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
Indeed. But what about this?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Yeah. What is funny about that? Shake my
I'm
hand.
pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
Oh, so why am I still carrying it?
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
I have.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Yeah.
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright. Well, what about you then?
Fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so
Oh,
stylishly.
God, not Gauloise.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
Vive la indifference. Alright, well. Gauloise. A character called Sled to Jelly. Used to smoke them. Damn, was that person annoying.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
Oh, well,
So
tell me
what do you
about the
know
dig.
about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What sort of people?
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
3-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Be seeing you.
You might. Oh, it is a guard. Oh look, we have many things. What's this?
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting.
Are you sure about that? I think they're interesting.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Oh. Oh, this has got to be the pull it up to the top.
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
You could pick out a brick and smack this guy over the head with it. But I mean, there's not much violence usually in these sort of things. Alright.
A guard stood by a door I guessed led to the excavation. He looked pretty pompous. Well, not so much pretty, just pompous.
Aha.
I couldn't get to the door while the guard was there.
I mean, you could.
There was a telephone on the far wall.
And? Okay. Well, let's talk to you then.
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui?
Tell me about yourself, man.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it
Maybe.
easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm
Both.
telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Tell me about the Knights
What do you
Templar.
know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
What exactly would you say during a pause? You wouldn't. That's the point, right? I mean, you could have a pause in the silence by somebody talking, but when you're having a conversation and somebody says there was a pause in the conversation, that means nobody was saying anything. So having a pause in the conversation where the guard said nothing is just saying there was a pause in the conversation.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
That's why I was talking about the collection of bricks. Alright, how about I show you this exciting tool
This
instead?
gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Oh, how about this photograph?
Have you seen this man before?
Oh,
You have.
no.
You're a lying person. Alright, how about a hand buzzer?
That is not a good idea.
Alright, how about this photograph?
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Alright.
You have...
A sudden urge to sing. Care to join me?
No singing in here.
Alright, how about this photograph?
Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
How about you?
Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. No.
How about plaster of
I
Paris?
got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
Alright, well,
Talk
there we go.
later. Au
Thank you
revoir,
very much.
monsieur.
What else have we got in this room that is going to flash with blue things? It's you! What are you?
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
I thought we were in July.
There was
No.
a telephone on the far wall.
July was when the people came here, so it must be past July. So it's in the fall.
Do
Okay.
you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door.
Not
the
the
phone
phone.
can look after itself.
Good.
Hi, Nico?
Georges, what have you discovered?
Nothing.
Yet?
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Georges, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Alright, well, let's try going through this door and see where it leads.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Okay, I want to go to the toilet. I desperately need to go into the toilet again.
What is it?
Because I had this chain. Ooh, what's that? Is that the thermostat?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Yeah.
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's
Please,
locked.
please let me use the
no
toilet.
problem. You can have the key.
Thanks. On the keyring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door.
Ah. Well, now I've got the keys. What if I go away from you?
Monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Ah, alright. Yeah, you're right. I will go back to the toilet now and unlock it.
The
Go
door
in
was
there.
locked.
Right, I was trying to use... Oh, do I actually have to... Alright, there we go. And now we're in. Ooh. Loads
And
of
I
coal.
didn't want any coal.
Why not? Coal is very useful. It can make people do things.
The thing felt
Like
really
goats.
hot.
It can cause them to turn.
Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
No, you don't want it.
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. On the
What's
wall
that?
was an automatic hand dryer.
Oh, let's make some
I
noise.
wasn't allowed to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them.
Alright, well, what have we got here? What's that?
Oh boy, dirty soap. How do they do that?
I don't know, but you're going to pick it up.
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer.
Wow, this is an interesting new thing.
The taps were rusty. Oh boy, the cold taps washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
I mean, they're both just dribbling down the sink. Can I do this? I can, alright. Well,
The taps were rusty.
alright, okay, so let's do this. What we want is an impression of the key. Oh, not off the bottom. I've got to keep it in the area, so...
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
Squish!
The key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar
God
of
damn,
soap
that is
had the imprint
very
of a
quick.
key in it.
That is very clear. Can I leave here now?
I didn't want to carry a bar of dirty soap around with me.
Really? Okay. Alright, well, let's go back to it. Alright, now what we're going to do is make a copy.
I
Hey.
knew keeping that plaster was a good idea.
Yep, filling your pockets with random junk is a thing everybody should be doing. Don't forget.
With the plaster and the imprint, I was on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster.
Alright, so now...
You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster.
Yep.
But wet plaster alone does not make a cast.
No, dry
I
plaster
used the
does.
dryer to speed up the process. Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Oh, let's have a look at it.
It was my plaster copy of the excavation key. Trouble was, it looked like plaster, and it felt like plaster.
Oh, well, those are problems we'll have to overcome then. Alright, have your keys back, man.
Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Hey,
No.
I'm going to convince you to do things with this key, but
Talk
no.
to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright, up we go. Let's have a look at this person.
The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not
See,
as
we didn't do
important
that.
as a cigarette break, anyway.
Alright, what's this? It's a pot of paint.
Gunmetal paint. Interesting.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. But
Oh, well.
Hi, it's me again.
what now?
I want to talk to you about this copy of the key.
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever! How pointless.
You, sir, have never been in an adventure game.
Be seeing you.
What, monsieur?
Well, I mean, you have, because you're in one, but you just don't know it. Alright, this is what we do. Time for the thrilling adventures of Nico and
Hello,
Paintpot
Nico.
Man.
It's me.
What do you want?
Some ideas.
You're the man on the spot, George. I can't hold your hand all of the time. Au revoir.
But I know what I wanted you to do. Let me try doing that.
Hey, monsieur!
Okay.
I should think so.
Alright, what if I talk to you then?
What?
No, nothing there.
Be seeing you.
What, monsieur?
Hey. I want to talk to you again, Nico.
Coulard.
Hello, Nico. It's me.
Hi, George. What's happening?
You
I'm at
sound
the excavation, but they won't let me
remarkably...
in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Let us stand here and walk around for a while and see if she gets annoyed with us, because she won't.
I knew she'd lose her patience if I didn't get the painter soon.
Oh, alright then. You know Nico very well then, do you? Alright. Hey! Time to talk to you.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Phone
You've got
call!
a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back.
Jesus.
It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her unk.
Down you go. And now we'll have a totally unconvincing grey key, or gunmetal key. You just plunged your hand right into that paint.
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why, abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish.
No, you
And
haven't. You
monsieur,
threw it down.
If she calls again, I am not available.
Alright, let's just call up Nico and say, hey, that was great work.
I figured I'd best not bother Nico again until I'd got a good reason.
Oh, I just wanted to say good work, you know. Alright, well this feels like plaster. What can we do to substitute the key? Let's talk to you and get the key.
Hi again.
What is it?
Need to go
I
again.
need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
You could have just said, look, sorry about this. I got dirty hands. I need to go wash them. C'est monstrosity. Lebanon says Baphomet statue was recently found in Paris at the Institut de Nevers. Apparently it's covered in Templar symbols. Alright. So, can we do that?
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
Alright, so what if I do that?
Hi again.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it.
So I guess...
After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So you can go in there. You can't leave. So I guess... I mean, I know how to do the puzzle. I'm just working through how they have restricted us to this bit. Because what we're going to do is we're going to fiddle with that. And make it cold. And now that it's cold...
I turned the heating off.
Brrr. Put your gloves on.
As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
Keep your hands warm. Very good. Alright, now the plaster key does not feel like plaster. So here we go.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution.
Also, that I hadn't been into the toilet.
Merci, monsieur.
Cool.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, I should have shown this guy the gunmetal key. That might have been... Who knows whether that would have been a thing.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
No way.
That key is not gunmetal.
Be seeing you.
So the guard is very, very unobservant. Alright. So now I need to use the key on the door. No? Alright, well, let's talk to this person here. Hey, Nico.
It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Let's wait here.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
No, that would be in a dark room. I'm so humorous.
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
So do
I
you.
have a highly responsible job. Ha, don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Alright, down we go. Then, can we... No.
Nico was still...
Right, and you could have just said, thanks Nico, it's all done. You can bugger off now. In we are come. Ooh, wood.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
No, but look at this. There's a
No,
skull.
thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
There's a skull with a hole in it. Alright, well, let's go down. There's our bitty people.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
What's this?
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point. a kind of focus to one side.
Well, let's go up again. Alright, well. Here we go with our shiny, shiny puzzle. Right here, in the hole, so that we can see what's on there. Pew!
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
I could have sworn this was the last puzzle before the end.
I found out what the chalice was
Because
for.
now you know where you're going.
The puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice,
No, it couldn't be, because you
changed.
give
What
it
did
back.
show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. Do you want this photograph back?
No?
No.
Alright, what about this key?
That is not a good idea.
I don't know what to do with that key. Alright.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Yep. To Spain! We can't go back there now. Let's go to the cafe. Nope, man's still not there. Let's go to the police station. Hello, I wish to report that I have this key that I stole from somewhere. Do you
Sergeant
want it
Moon?
back?
Yes.
That is not a good idea.
You
See you
don't
later,
know what I think is a good and a bad idea. Alright, to Spain! We got France. There's Syria. I learnt some of the flags of the world from this game. In we go. Why are you shaking your fist? Hello, person whose name I have forgotten again.
Lopez.
Lopez, there we go.
Hose.
One man in his hose, not one man in his horse. Like a certain tilting at windmills guy. Yep, and once again I walked through all the water.
Lopez, how's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Well, there we go. Alright, how about this key? Do you want to know about this
No
key?
way.
Do you want to see the chalice? It's all
What's
shined
the
up.
story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of this.
Count on it.
We will do. Alright. So
So
tell
the
me about it.
Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Well, there we go.
No.
Didn't think so.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Don't spray me with the hose. Don't. Ah! God damn it, man.
Mausoleum, summer house. Easy mistake to make.
Yep. Totally agree. Oh, yeah, and you've taken away the blood pressure thing. We didn't look in here last time. That's just something I meant to do.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
Ah, you can pick up the mirror. Can't remember what the mirror is for. Oh, yes, I can. It is for shining light. You just... Right, I thought you were going to start an animation and talk.
Seemed a lot happier than the last time we met.
Jeez, she's much more spry as well if she can go down like that immediately. Let's go talk to her. Hello.
Senor Stobart. Oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Indeed I have.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft claw.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
Not entirely.
Not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
Yeah, alright. Okay, well you haven't seen this yet.
No way.
No, but you've seen everything else. Alright, so let's ask about the chess set.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if...
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere.
So why didn't they come out?
So, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcellos are cursed.
Alright, well, let's talk about the chalice.
Something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcellos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
Really? You don't know much about the city. You're a tourist there.
There's something else that I discovered, carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians...
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Yeah, you did. Alright, okay.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
My home is your home, eh? Well, I mean, it's pretty hot. I'm gonna take off these jeans and walk around in my pants. Is that alright? No? You don't want that?
I wasn't going to put on the armor, and I couldn't see anything else to do with it.
Tweak its nose. I mean, there's a Bible in the chapel, so let's go to the chapel and talk to it. Talk to it and look it up in the... we haven't got any of those talking Bibles yet. Do you know anything about them?
Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Catch you later, Lopez.
I just wanted to say catch you later, Lopez. Don't worry. Nothing important. What's that? That is how to get over there. Alright, let's get over there. That is how to get away again. Ooh.
There was a statue of a guy on top of the building. He looked like a knight with a spear and some sort of staff. I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to.
Oh well, that's a shame. Clambering on top of rooftops when you don't have to is one of the best things. Exploration. Oh look! Alright, well, that's the 5
George
jobs.
Stobart, grave robber. No, I don't think so.
Oh well, here is the Bible. Let's look at it.
Chess pieces had been removed, and the Bible returned to its resting place. The candles had been lit. The Countess's way of saying thanks to her ancestors, I guess.
No, I wanted to look at the Bible.
It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Can I... No? Alright.
It was too... Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again.
Alright, well then I guess we go back to the Countess to get her to read the Bible while I read out the... recite the numbers? And verse? Chapter and verse. Up we go. Alright, you. Have a Bible.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
But my house is your house.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place.
Okay.
Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez
Once
is the
upon a
man to
time.
ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Then, to Lopez!
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Onward! Oh, actually. Nope, can't interact with the shiny chalice. Alright, just wanted to double check. Alright, let's steal your mirror while we're here, seems we know we need the mirror. Or at the very
There was a
least.
small mirror hanging over the sink.
Oh,
The mirror from Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great.
yeah, you are, George Stobart. Hey, you know what? Let's ask you about this mirror.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please.
I've stolen
my
your
guest.
guy's utility mirror, so now he can't see when he shaves.
That.
I'll
Alright,
have a look around if...
My
come on. Here we go. To speak to Lopez and mock him because we have stolen his mirror. And to ask him about the well. Because the well is important.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Hey,
I
mirror!
borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Well,
You must
well,
know just
well.
about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
I missed a joke.
Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Well, here is the joke. How about this photograph?
Maybe not.
How about this photograph of yourself? No, obviously I can't do that.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Have you thought?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
What about more thought?
Not as...
Any idea?
Not...
Any...
Not... Not...
Any idea? Any idea?
Not...
Well, I've given you plenty of time. It's time for me to go and wreck things up in my adventure game protagonist American way. What's that?
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Alright, well that's not it. I could have sworn it was over here, but obviously not. What I was looking for is a tree. Maybe I have to go and deal with the other things in there, but I mean there's no reason to do that. What's that? No. Oh, well, we haven't tried leaving.
It was the driveway down to the main road. I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
I clearly did, because I clicked on it. No, nothing around. Alright, so... I mean, I know what I can do here. But I've got no reason to do it right now.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
So yeah.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. Now
No,
what?
that's not what I wanted. I wanted to... Well, I'm pretty certain that what I do is put it on the end of the pole. Then I light it. Yep. Then I light the candle. Yep. Pretty sure you're about to go out though, aren't you? Yep, because of that. So we shut the window with the pole.
Now what? Feeling like...
No, you shut the window. Okay. You don't have to use the pole on window. I could have sworn that was it. Alright. Well then, time to...
The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
Well, there we go. Burn it up again. There's no reason to do this. Other than it's an old candle and we set it on fire. Yeah? And now we wait. This is new. New animation. What is that? Woo! Clunk.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess.
Yeah,
And
because
they
they're
yielded
meant
up
to.
This. A
Do it for
complex
forever.
shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Yeah. Let's go talk to people. Alright, you. Well, let's just talk to you first of all, ordinarily.
Hi, Lopez. Certainly, senor.
Do you know what this is?
No, senor. Is it some kind of key?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get it?
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah.
No, I'm sure she'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, look at this. Not only have I found this tissue in a sewer, I've now set it on fire.
This tissue is charred.
You won't get any argument from me on that, Senor Stobart.
Yeah. You had any thoughts about the
Any
well?
ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
You have.
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick, a Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
I don't know what that is.
So that was what a hazel tree looks like. I went over to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Oh well. Never mind, give up, go home. Go be a lawyer for the rest of your life.
Hi,
Instead of
Lopez.
exciting...
Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
No, you got nothing there? Alright, okay.
Adios.
Are there more Lopez? Are there more Lopez trees over here? Let's try and find a Lopez tree. Slow walking. Nope, no Lopez trees over here. But I'm just gonna give up and
It
go
was the
home.
driveway. I didn't...
Yes, I did. There were no Y-shaped things. I was gonna go to town and try and buy a Y-shaped stick from a hazel tree. I'm pretty sure you had a Y-shaped stick from George Stobart's Painted in Stick Town. Hey, I'm going to tell you all about the things that I did.
Hello again.
Please, be...
I am your guest, and as your guest, I lit it on fire.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen,
And?
the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Of course I did. And I did it with the aid of this charred tissue from the sewers.
You have pyromaniac tendencies?
I mean, yes, that is true.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Alright. Now to find a yew tree. Oh, sorry, a hazel tree. A Lopez tree. Isn't there meant to be one over here? Yeah, yew.
So that was what a hazel tree looks like. I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
Yeah! Alright. We will look at it in just a second, but I want to compare this tree with the kind of trees that were over here, because I thought you were indicating this with these sticky up trees. Well, obviously that doesn't make any sense. Were you that one? Because they don't look the same. But anyway, let's look at it.
A thin, supple twig of hazel.
All right. Now let's talk to you. You tell me all the things.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got the twig.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the wand.
Yeah.
Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Yep. No time at all. You're not walking slowly, you're walking at your regular pace there, George. Slow down a bit. Around. Yep. Planting. It's not even detecting the hose. You should really move the hose out, because there's water in that there hose. Having a good time there, are we, with your invisible book that matches your gardening apron? You detecting the hose? No. Walking.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
I mean, they could have done.
Senor Stobart,
No, I mean Napoleon's time was the can.
Years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
There we go.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Somebody could have fallen down that.
Marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Yes, I forgot you said that. Here we are. Hey, old man, you hold on and bear my weight, because you are strong as an old man. Here we are, at the bottom of the place.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
What's this? Penitent man shall pass. Penitent man shall pass.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Ooh, pull on the fang.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
I can't remember if that's a death bit or not.
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Hey, susto me has dado. You gave me a scare.
Yeah.
Nice try, Templars.
Now, let's go down this incredible hole.
I wish that I had Leary's flashlight now.
Yep.
It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
I mean, surely you don't make a secret entrance, a secret place where you cannot exit yourself. Oh, look at the wall.
It was a long way down. The brilliant midday sun shone almost directly down the shaft, and I still couldn't see the water.
Wow, that is a long way down. Alright, well, we need light. Let there be light!
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above. There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket.
It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
To the door!
Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket, as smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday.
Well, we have a key.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dial.
Ooh, this is different. I guess what I'm looking for is 13, 14? $10. 13?
I must have made a mistake. The lock spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was going to have to start from scratch again.
Oh, am I... No? Did I mess something up there? That's 14. Am I trying to do Psalms? Found it. That's exciting. Yeah, a hiding place, hidden. Well, save me from those Bible verses. Guess I wrote hidden thing. The candle on the mausoleum made some sort of coast sound. So what am I trying to do here?
Damn.
All right. So. No, if I do that.
I heard the sounds of the
Oh,
lock.
okay. No.
Either that or the wall was going to come down on my head.
Oh, oh no, that's just telling me what is there. There's 13.
Oh, not
No.
another mistake.
Alright, do I have to do... That's 14 again. So, what am I trying to... What? What am I trying to spell out again? Am I trying to spell out the Psalms? So what numbers have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And that's 90. XC. Okay. Oh, is it the numbers around the outside? It is, isn't it? And I can't remember what they were. And I can't exit. So let's do that.
Wrong again, Stobart.
I know what we're trying to do now, though, but I don't know. Are they in here? We translated the verses. Paris perform. There we go. Alright, the inscriptions for the numerals. 14. Perhaps I should write those down. 14, 27, and 6. Oh my god, there's loads of them. Alright. Alright. Let me just grab a piece of paper. You are a piece of paper. You will do. So, we have, along the top, we have... Why do you not work now that I want to use you, pen? You have served me faithfully. Unless somebody in chat wants to write them down for me. That would be much appreciated. One, 3, 1. X3 17 and 12 and 25. Alright, let's see if all of those work. Alright, so let's hope that I don't have to do them in order. Or, well, let's hope that I don't have to do them not in a different order to the one that I have. Okay, 14, 27. Yay, it works. Then 6, so you want to be a 0. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Alright, there's 6. 81. So 90, 80. 81. 3. Oh, wrong way. I don't know what I'm doing. Why can't I just spin the numbers? 1. 17. 9, 8, 7. 17. 12. And then 25. Now open! That's it. I'm done. I'm done. 16, 27, 6, 81, 3, 1, 17, 12, 25.
Oh, yes!
Oh, I just needed to click again, did I?
The old Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
In we go. What are we going to find? What exciting secrets are hidden here? Oh, no! It's the children. One of them has a hole in his forehead. I don't know how that happened. Let's ignore the skeletons, eh? Now look at
Before
this.
I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
Take off my pants and dance around in front of them. Well, take off my jeans.
I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Why? I mean, I know they're members of your family, but they're from hundreds and thousands of years ago. Well, hundreds, not hundreds and thousands.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Jeez, why are you so... doesn't matter.
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Everything.
Without Dante, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the
But
image
you are
of the
Suez
church
Jacques
that
now.
Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, Georges.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
Hey,
It
we're
doesn't
not painted
change
blue
much.
anymore.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Exactly,
Certainly
George.
don't look
Exactly.
much.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yeah.
A group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but...
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
I could have sworn there was more. I could have sworn that I could go to the police station and talk with things and find out that Sergeant Moo was dead. And of course, going to the place and finding that the 1345 was indeed great and he won a lot of money off of it. I think that was a thing that you could do, and he was working the hole just because he liked it. Have discovered a hidden cave and found pathetic corpses of the missing children grasping the missing chest. So the lawman or servant must have hidden them, and they waited there terrified and all alone for their father's return, finally dying of dehydration and starvation. One of them had a hole in their skull. Hope the Vasconcelos curse has now been lifted. Scotland, train! All clues came together and suddenly make sense. The year 1314, a church, a stream, or burn, rather, running through the side of a massively one-sided battle. All this points to Bannockburn, which a small Scottish army faced and defeated a much larger English army. Legend has it that the Scots were aided by Templar army. So Nico and I are headed to the church of St. Ninians, close to the city of Stirling in Scotland, where the Battle of Bannockburn was fought. Loveno couldn't come. What a shame. Can't talk to Nico. Can.
Pardon me? She must be deaf.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Sterling?
6:15. But we're running 8 minutes late.
Oh, well. Oh, and these are the things I'm still carrying, are they? How
Do you know
about...
what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
I'm sorry that you've been zapped by one of these things.
You shouldn't be.
Oh my god, so much subtext here with this stuff. This is great. How about this photograph?
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
How about this clown nose?
Do you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep. That's a nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
Alright. What's that? What book are you reading, old lady?
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
Well, detective medieval fiction, I recommend C.J. Sansom's series of novels. They are very good. They all centre around a lawyer in the not English medieval period, but English around the time of the Civil War. Oh no, the Reformation, sorry, not the Civil War. Cromwell's there.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
Oh my god.
Right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of these stuff.
Really?
Do you know Sterling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds about?
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No. Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Sterling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
Well, alright. I'll go for a walk, if you don't mind. Just stretch my legs.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say
Oh
so?
my god, so in love.
I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets,
Oh.
please, sir.
Here.
Off to Sterling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Lovely.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Yep.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
I'm going out there to find him.
Can't you sit still, George?
What?
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet cart, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Oh my god. No, just have a chocolate bar or something. If you don't really want to eat English food. Why are you nodding so vigorously? Alright, well, what's over here? Nothing. Ooh, go in there. Through the car. Oh no! It's Flap!
No, that gangster creep from the hotel, Guido.
Oh no! I got the names wrong.
Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer.
Quickly, back! No, they're all missing!
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Cat. I think you're attracted to her, man. But loved, you barely know her. Why, yay, yay!
All I could see of the man's face was a massive purple bruise around his eye. I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him. The man's face was blotched and unshaven. I guess he'd been traveling all night. Hi, having a party?
No, he says breakfast. Come on, join us, man. Where, Basha, wake up, man. Let's company.
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'd wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Ah. What you drinking?
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right, now prepares in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you.
Alright,
Did you
Nico.
see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No.
Not on a
she's been
train.
abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Alright. What do you mean, no problem?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What about this photograph?
Man, he's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Khan!
Man, but I was close, you know.
Alright, what about this photograph?
Red nose.
No thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
What about this photograph?
Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
Not now I've told you it.
I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe it's his mate, pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know.
Yep, that'd be fun. What about Guido? Or Flap?
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like. So action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Alright. Thanks very much.
See you later.
The windows seemed to have been sprayed with tiny flecks of froth.
Out we go.
Do it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
Because that's the only sensible thing to do.
Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
I'll help you kill yourself. There we go, now I'm on top. Now this was also a kill bit. But I assume there's no way to die here now. Oh. Yay, Khan! No!
I always wanted to stop the train, and now was my chance.
Oh, so it does it automatically. That is... Oh, I really wish there were still kill things in here.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe.
You don't know that.
Barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Ley lines!
Focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
Shake my hand.
No.
Have you seen this man?
No way.
Do you want your nose back?
No.
How about the bull?
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobart.
Oh, it isn't. 10 miles, 60 miles?
I know the ways of the wilderness.
Alright, I think we're done then. And you're about to die, unfortunately.
Allah guide you to our enemies.
Yep.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Should we just go?
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobart.
I will. When I'm ready.
Which is right now, apparently.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
No,
When
didn't.
Ethan pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die.
No, I
thought of
didn't.
all the things
There was
I
no
never
kissing
get to do.
animation there.
Kissing you was at the top of my list.
George,
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Yeah, stamp on his head immediately. Let's jump off the train. Early the next morning. Here we are. In the closing moments. Well, there's a little bit more to go, but not much.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going
Plastic.
to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do
Why?
you?
Yeah,
I rather hope it did.
indeed. I mean, thank you for telling me how this game is going to end. Alright, well, There's a Templar door. Or there's a door.
Above the carved cross was an indecipherable inscription. For all I knew, it could have been scribed in Gaelic.
Probably was.
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move. Nico?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
No.
What do we got here?
No way. No.
This is slightly different.
No.
Not by much, though.
Maybe not.
Alright. Away. See, here's a handle.
The
Here
handle
is
turned
my hand.
easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Oh.
Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand. Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
Alright, and then there's this pile of junk. Let's go digging in the pile of junk. The pile of junk.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Ooh.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age. It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Ooh. Pen lid?
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't find anything.
There we go. We've exhausted it. Now let's have a look at all these things.
It was a black plastic pen top. The cog was one of those objects I wished I hadn't carried in my pocket.
Why?
It was an old coin. The pipe could have been anything from 50 to several hundred years old. The cog was mounted on a short, slim spindle. It was the handle from the church tower's winding mechanism. It had cog teeth mounted near its base.
Alright. Well, here we go, demon. This is where you get your cog up and...
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket. With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place.
They're not eyes. Come on, this is not how it's designed to be used. Look at it.
The handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Onwards, Nico. Had you finished memorizing that or not? I didn't ask. I just, made it go away.
The flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
No, Georges!
What?
Leave the torch right where it is, in case you ever notice that it is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly,
What?
Georges.
What? Where's this?
I thought I heard something. Like chanting.
Oh, is that part of the power affecting him right now? Like, hey, you don't like me because it's
I wasn't worried about the danger of igniting the gunpowder, but Nico's temper was likely to flare up again. Now that scared me.
Wow. Alright, well, I believe... No, there should be one interaction after this now. But we're right here.
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It
Chanting.
wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for?
I mean,
Will
yeah.
you look at that? Baphomet. Lavino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve.
That is a good idea.
United under
No
the
countries.
Red Cross of the Templars.
I can swear Russell also had a part where he went, no! You killed Moo.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you.
You can't have the patented stick towel. It's mine.
Join us in true brotherhood. Yeah, true. Wait, brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures.
Oh, come on,
3
Klausner.
men dead, and you don't give a damn. George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Oh. Not as good a fighter as you thought, eh?
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Who shot you? Oh, the Grand Master.
Kill them. They will not escape.
Yes, we will. Watch this.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant.
Thank you for
it's
calling
going
George
to be
beautiful.
a pleasure killing the pair of you.
Josh, what are we going to do?
Well, let's have a look at this. Nico and I headed to Jet Stirling in Scotland with Battle of Benevolence. Here we are. Khan said the sword of Vaughn is a colossal power, an energy emanating from the earth, harnessed to give whoever controls it great power. It seems that Khan was always on our side, like the Saxon medieval times. He had great respect for the real Templars, but knew he had to stop these frauds. Now he's dead. It's up to us, Nico and me. Nico and me. I like the sound of that. Scotland. St. Ninians. The Grand Master, a ruthless megalomaniac who has manipulated all around him, an assassin perpetuating a medieval conflict to uphold great honour. It's crazy, but it all makes perfect sense. The sword, a colossal energy, a divine power. It is a communication with angels. The opportunity to learn arcane and divine powers. That's power that the Templars had and lost. No wonder these new Templars wanted to find and reforge the sword so badly. When Edward II led his English army up to Bannockburn, he must have been his goal. And this is why the Templars intervened to stop him. Really? Okay. I'm not sure that holds as water. I got nothing here, but I can grab this. And this is the last action.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us.
Kaboom.
Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact.
No, it's not her handbag.
Plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Boo! Clonk. Everybody, time to leave. Yep, reaffirming life after having just escaped a death-defying situation.
We didn't stay long in Scotland. George had a
this is
vacation
new.
to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month.
Yay!
George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favorite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
Oh God, you are doomed.
You know, Nico, this city holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers.
Tell me about it. The clowns.
The jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
Oh, yes, dear Andre.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with, on my own. So, I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Oh, wow.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
Well, there we go. That was Broken Sword. I don't agree with some of the changes they made, but some of the other ones they made, the cutting of the death scenes, for instance. I like the fact that you can fail in games sometimes without. I mean, it restarted you at almost the same point, if I recall correctly. So you just had to do something different. That was fun. But there we go. Well, what's down here if I click on that? Director's message. Thanks for playing Broken Sword, Sword of the Templars, the Director's Cut. 2010. Oh my god, 10 years ago. Jeez. Marks Revolution's 20th anniversary, so we got the 30th anniversary now. Back in 1990, the Berlin Wall had just fallen. Sierra, creator of King's Quest series, among other great adventure titles, ruled supreme in the adventure market, and LucasArts was emerging with a new breed, of witty, quirky adventure games. Monkey Island was just around the corner. I was developing director at the publisher Activision. Was keen to set up a development company to challenge the American behemoths. Tony Warner, a design programmer with whom I'd worked for a few years, was bored writing aeronautical software. So was his colleague, David Sykes. Honorin Carmody, who was general manager for Activision UK, wanted to move from publishing to development. My god, really? This is the Revolution team when we first started in 1990. Sam Brann, the head of publisher Mirrorsoft, invited me out to lunch one day and told me he wanted to set up a studio. Then he would fund and publish our games if we wanted to do that. Everything was fitting into place. All we needed was a game concept to pitch. That game concept was later to evolve into Lure of the Temptress, based on a system that we called Virtual Theatre, and the adventure engine game guided characters intelligently around a game world. We worked non-stop for weeks to write a prototype, and then drove to Microsoft's offices in London to make the presentation. But en route, after leaving the car unattended for a few minutes, a thief broke in. The radio was solemn, but for some reason the thieves didn't take the PC on the back seat, which was not insured. So the pitch went ahead. Microsoft commissioned the game, and Revolution was born. I didn't realise I'd done Lure of the Temptress. Or perhaps I was aware, but this is reminding me, certainly. I have played that as well. The Lure of the Temptress dream, early in 1990. The Broken Sword series was conceived, like so many best ideas, over an excellent dinner with plenty of wine. It was 1994 and I was dining with Noreen Carmody and Sean Brennan, who is now head of publishing at Virgin Interactive. We started talking about the mythology of the Templars, almost unheard of at the time, and what rich historical background it would create for any entertainment product, particularly a game. And so 10 years before the plethora of Templars-themed entertainment products, Broken Sword was born. This was the first concept drawing for George. And this is how Nico started life. Pretty much both of them almost identical to how they are. We had high ambitions for the game, but the competition was fierce. At Revolution, we had an excellent team who's written some very successful adventures. But to move to the next level, we needed to bring in the very best people from other creative industries. I convinced a very talented layout artist, Egon Cahill, to join the project. He and his colleague Neil Breen both previously worked on the Don Bluth Studios in Dublin, drew all the backgrounds in pencil, and we digitally coloured them in Photoshop. A bridge over the sea, surprisingly similar to the Ouse Bridge in York. The main characters in the introductory sequence was created and drawn by brilliant animator Mike Burgess, who worked for Red Rover Animation Studios. Tragically, Mike, who was in his late 20s, died a few months later. A few years later, I had played for a cricket team with... A few years earlier, even, I had played for a cricket team with the composer Barmington Fellow. We had since lost contact. When I contacted him to suggest I liked to write the music, he jumped at the chance. The dream team had come together. The development process was very exhilarating, but often fraught. On its release, Broken Sword was incredibly well received both critically and commercially. I bought one of the copies of it, so yeah. The game was followed a year later by Broken Sword 2. Was it really only a year? Wow. After a gap of 5 years, we moved to a 3D presentation for Broken Sword 3, and then Broken Sword 4. While hugely controversial, the move to a 3D was necessary to secure publisher support, although the provocative statement that point-and-click adventures are dead has often returned to haunt me. Now, I have played 2. I still have 2 on CD, but I don't think I ever played 3. I definitely never played 4 or 5. The enigmatic Dwayne. Who is he really? And his mysterious wife Pearl. Really know for and does his mysterious wife Pearl know for sure? Chantal, the hapless waitress. For this director's cut, I have had the pleasure of working with comic book artist Dave Gibbons. I know of him, with whom we have previously worked on Beneath the Steel Sky. I have Beneath the Steel Sky. I also have Beyond a Steel Sky. That is another one that I will be playing here on the stream. Dave has drawn the facial expressions and the new movies, and an honourable mention goes to Tony Warrener, who is an integral part of Revolution since its inception, and Just Peters, with whom Tony has programmed this new version. And of course, commercial director Norrin Carmody to help steer the company through both the good and the difficult times. I feel extraordinarily proud 15 years after we conceived and designed the first game, and have such passion for the games, and a privilege that so many fans have remained so loyal to the series. Thank you. Charles Cecil, director. They were a good series of games, or the 2 that I have played were certainly absolutely amazing. I really loved the humour, and the animations in them were superb. not only for the time, but for now as well. The team had grown by 1996. This is Charles Cecil today, with slightly less hair. Norien Coyote, one of the founders of Revolution. Charles and Dave working on Beneath the Steel Sky, and Dave Gibbons today. Tony Warner, co-founder and director's Cutthroat. John Peters, present-day Revolution programmer. A photograph of Constantine's broken sword wrecked outside York Minster a few years ago. Ah. And that is all of the exciting content that we have here. Well, everybody, I think we are done for the day then. Thank you very much for joining me here. As always, I am Richard, and this has been LM TD TM FFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And I will see you again next time.